Hello, my beautiful Sagittarius. This is for you. This is for sun, moon, and rising. Or if you feel drawn to this reading, trust what you are being shown, what you're being pulled into right now. All right. So we're in very important time with all of the shifts going on right now. And we are in this Capricorn season. All right. So this is for 2024. All right, I was doing some cards and I pulled some cards before to see the energy, and you had that cutthroat clarity. All right, we had the sword, the desert, and the ocean. All right, so I looked into the ocean, and this is all of, this is all about the unconscious, and the Seven of Swords I pulled for tarot. So this could either be like trying to pull a fast one on the unconscious and deceive the energy, or this is strategically placing your swords. So this is strategic, like being very strategic, removing something from the unconscious, trying to outsmart. All right, and the ocean is all about waves coming in. So I feel like oceans, it's like no matter what is meant to happen, it's like there's always going to be another tide coming in. So I feel like trying to control and trying to be strategic. It's all about deeper than deep, big dreams, discovery. So I feel like this is like you are discovering a new way to think with this clarity and this cutthroat energy. It's also making a choice. All about making a choice. And with the desert and the ocean, it's total opposite, right? It's all about the vast unconscious, what's coming in, like by waves. It's coming into your unconscious. It's like these waves are coming in and you're trying to really place everything, all this different communication, all this different information. So trying to outsmart the ocean. And then the desert, of course, is dry, disoriented, desperate for direction, grasping for meaning, longing for solid ground. All right, so for endless miles, we are confronted with a lack of clarity. So this is all about like needing to decide between this feeling of being lost in the desert and disillusioned, feeling like solid ground, just searching for solid ground. But I feel like there's no solid ground right now with all of the energy, right? That's why it's deeper than deep. So it's like trying to really make sense out of something that is coming in, and it's trying to put logical explanation. So I feel like this decision, the choice between trying to really let go of this, trying to avoid, that sometimes things are happening and it's outside of our control, and we don't have to really know the answers to everything. So I feel like this is coming out of that drought energy. So the desert offers no comfort. If you can embrace the discomfort of the desert, knowing you will someday reach water again, you can tap into the potent energy of the landscape. Its lights are blindingly bright, but its dark, terrifying depth. Its darks terrifyingly deep, which makes for unbridled creativity and clairvoyant visions. Truth reside in the desert that otherwise remain hidden. So yeah, looking deeper into this energy, which is like your unconscious, it's like there is what is remaining and hidden. Just know that it's magic. All right, yeah, so it's like this holding the sword and having this clarity that you just want to make quick actions, swift hasty actions. But I feel like the unconscious is not offering any kind of quick actions, quick results, just an equation. It's like you want to just calculate an equation and get the answer, like a riddle. You just want to try and solve it, but it's like this direction, I feel like it's not offered. All right, and we have the village. I feel like this is something that you're going beyond what others do. Like the village is like you going off on your own, finding your own visions, going off into the dark. It's like the deep dark of the ocean, and then It's like the darks of the desert, right? When it's dark, it's really dark. But this is where you find your creativity, is in the dark. So unexpected visions, surreal, strange, silence. And then big dreams, discovering deeper than deep. All right, so yeah. Don't feel like you're drowning in these depths, or feeling like you are grasping for direction. So it's like there's no solid ground right now. With an ocean, there's no solid ground, right? It's deep. You're not going to put your feet on the ground. And with this desert, there's no solid ground. It's almost like sinking, right? So now right now that I think you're really wanting this clarity. The sword did come in as well, and the sword is making decisions. So I feel like you're wanting to make decisions and have these answers, that even though you're having these visions, you're not quite sure what to do with it yet. All right, yeah, so it's all about this new, following a new way, which feels surreal and strange. All right, so let's pull a couple cards for Sag. Messages for Sag. All right, messages for Sag. Sun, Moon, and Rising, please. Thank you, angels, ancestors, and spirit guides, for these messages. All for the best for Sag. Coming in for 2024. Timeless. When you collect on this, just trust this is the time for you to see it. Oh, we have the sun. That's beautiful on the bottom. 28. And it's like a man holding a rose. So I was also feeling, okay, we also received I pulled the Knight of Cups, 10 of Cups. So this is really placing this energy, like starting this new journey. The ocean is vast, and these new tides are coming in for the unconscious. And you're building in the desert. It's like you're building even in the drought. You're able to create something by strategically moving, strategically, logically. I feel like you're just creating something with these two energy. Yeah, it's like you're cutting into this new, carving in the stone. I feel like you're creating these new legacies. And we have the temple. We have the stone in the temple. It's really building something. Building something that is going to cultivate something new. Bring in this energy of allowing something to almost like building something out of nothing that's going to create a new way of growing, going towards joy, success. But again, not allowing yourself to get disoriented with this energy of the sun, because I feel like it's blasting the power and there's going to be a lot of clarity. So it could feel disoriented, this energy. Don't let your own mind deceive you. Don't get disoriented in the energy of the unconscious either. We also had, with the sword, the Knight of Swords, which is, okay, so it's like rushing in maybe too quickly with the sword and not doing it the right way with this deception. You can't deceive the unconscious. It will leave you searching for answers and lost. Like you can go on forever in the desert, right, with the sun blaring. That's where I feel like it needs to have this energy of not deceiving when these waves are coming in. You don't want to be lost in the desert, searching for answers. The answers are already coming into you. Trust the visions. Because I feel like the energy around you, it might be a little bit deceiving with trying to really understand everything and put a reasoning, almost like answering your questions, the universe. You're answering the questions that you're asking the universe. or it's not about getting the answer, it's almost like it's not about the game of figuring out these depths, because they're coming in waves. And it's about the way you are playing this game. It's not about winning or losing. But it's the way that it's usually the harder way to get to things, right? You don't want to you don't want to force this energy, as it's almost like it's this authentic energy of something beyond your belief system, possibly. Not wanting to change how you feel. And I saw the Hierophant as well. So not wanting to change your beliefs, higher ways of learning, just wanting to calculate and get to this energy of being too in your mind and trying to figure out the answers, where you're losing that connection with the whole purpose of this journey. It's like to guide you as slow and steady. You're not supposed to run to the ending, and you missed all what you were trying to learn, and that's your 10 of Pentacles, was what you learned in the journey, not about winning. You didn't actually win the end, but you actually missed out on what you were growing and the achievements and the success, the victory, bringing like this light. Don't get trapped in an empty space. Your ego must dissolve, was the ocean. So it is meant to see beyond your deepest underlying beliefs. So it's overwhelming power. It's meant to inspire us, invigorate our life, and dissolve the little us into the big us. This is about seeing the bigger picture, Sag, and you're definitely about expansion. So this is expanding the sun and really seeing the sun for what it is, the light, but yet not just the power of it, of the sun, but how it nourishes, how it what are you seeing? Not to be too focused on the sun, but what are you seeing in the sun? What are you being called to? It's warming up the ocean. So it's warming up. It's like this, what the unconscious is becoming conscious. So you focus on where you are, and you're not really focusing on what it's all about new being, and life is changing. So if you're too focused on the sun, you're not going to see the ocean coming in, and it's going to kind of, the waves are going to come in really high and smack you, right? And the volume of it, how the depth, you don't know how, it's unknown, beyond our understanding. So we can't claim it, manage it, or own it. It rejects every attempt to dominate the nature. But its overwhelming power, it calls to us, inspires us. Yeah, so, this is all about finding your joy, finding the joy in the depths, finding the joy within the cycles, looking at your dreams, discovering your truth, what you are discovering between the two energies right now. Don't get too focused on one thing. It's about the bigger picture. All right, so there's a blade of, the blade can separate our reality from one to another. The choice is made, all else falls away. A clear and decisive mind. So this is all about being honest, swift, and accurate. Not trying to change the tides and trying to control the tides. The tides are going to come in, and then other times it's going to be like this energy of dry and uncertainty, and then you have to trust that That's the journey. The moment, okay, the first time you see the sword is when we're at birth, when the mother is cut from us, right? When the cord that you share with your mother is cut. So this defines your separation from her and begins our journey of becoming ourselves. We must make these cut again and again if we even are to grow. Decisions shape our life, and the sword is an infamous shape of destiny. So cutting through for what is essential. Yeah, so it's like those times of drought and those times of vast oceans. You know, it's all about bringing out our full potential or full purpose, self, you know, it's all about coming back to self and the journey, and seeing things sometimes are very intense and hot, and it's almost the energy of dry and dull, and yeah, needing and then other times it's like we're in the ocean. It's all about this time of reflection. Virgo, the Hermit, number 9. Yeah, you're seeing the potential. It's like in the ocean, you're seeing how vast it is, and it's all meant to change your perception of perspective and to really see the light is showing you. The light is showing through the ocean. You know, and it's all these burdens were meant to allow you to see this clarity, to come in, to really see the Hierophant. And I knew I saw that Hierophant came out early. It's all about change, changing your beliefs, change in structure, change in small-mindedness to see the big picture. If there's any kind of backstabbing energy around you, or a dull and painful blade, hasty, cutting through what you need to see. This is essential, just like the sun is essential, just like the ocean and the desert. It's all about a new offering, and really to see the light in this offer. It's all about starting fresh, but with new seeds of growth, really growing through the conflict. You know, you've seen the conflict, and it's now you're rising above it with the Sag energy. I really feel like this is like temperance, rising above, really not having a mindset that is holding you back from anything, you know, and letting the world come through, finishing cycles, clearing out the old, and allowing the sun to come through as a new day. I'm not being trapped, not being able to see past any energy. And it's like you're a fighter, you're strong. And Sag, I hope that you are in this energy, because you are the infinite shaper of destiny, and decisions shape our life. So everything, all these decisions, all these parts of your life were strategically placed so that you could learn these lessons to grow. All right, it's all about your journey of self, and we will see you next time. Bye.